Hi everybody. So we're going to do some sight singing today with a modulating melody. What this is going to require us to do is to analyze the melody ahead of time and figure out the best place to switch solfege syllables to reflect the new key. So let's take a look at this melody. We first start with trying to figure out the key it begins in. I see two sharps. We start on D. I think a good bet is that we start in D major here. However, if you take a look at the second system, you'll start to notice we have some chromaticism. I see some G sharps hanging out in the second and third systems. What key is most likely being implied by the addition of that third sharp? We modulate to A major, because A major has three sharps. You'll notice in measure 8, we have a nice cadence on A, and that's going to sound like Do by the time we get there. Now, turn your attention to the last two systems. Notice that in measure 13, we no longer have G sharps, but G natural, and G naturals through the end, so we actually modulate back to D. With this in mind, we start in D major, we modulate to A major, a closely related key, and then back to D major. I think the best note to pivot on is going to be the A in measure 5. It's repeated, and that's going to be Sol in the old key of D and Do in the new key of A. Likewise, when we get to measure 12, the A at the end of that bar is going to be Do, then we're going to reimagine it as So, and then continue on singing in D major. All right, so before we sing, we're going to chant the rhythm of the melody in solfege syllables with conducting and see if we can enact those switches. All right, let's give it a go. I'll give you 2 bars for free. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, ready, and go. Do, mi, so, so, fa, la, do, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, re. Do, mi, so, do, ti, do, re, so, fa, mi, re, do, re, la, ti, do. Ti, do, re, so, fa, mi, re, mi, do, ti, do, re, so, fa, mi, do, so, fa, mi, so, mi, do, la, fa, la, do, ti, do, re, so, la, ti, do. All right, if that was tricky, go back, do it again, maybe take it slower on your own, and then work it up to the speed I took it at. All right, once you feel like you can do that, we'll try to actually sing it, okay? So this is what D major sounds like, the key that we're starting in. There's Do, and let's sing the warm-up just to get into the key of D. Ready, go, Do, mi, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, do, so, do. All right, let's give it a go with hand signs and do the switches as they occur. 1,